Okay. Hey, I hope my microphone's close enough. It doesn't matter. What's up? I've been missing, but y'all don't know it because them pre-recorded videos have been saving my life. Um, let's talk about this past week, child. And then I get y'all rambling report next. Y'all get your report, honey. I know I'm 2 weeks behind. So this week, this past week, oh girl, it scared me. I put some chia seeds in my water, honey. I opened the top and it was just chias. I was like, oh, but I did that to myself. Now, don't ask me the benefits of chia seeds because how could I know? I just heard they was good for you, and I don't mind the texture and the flavor. There's no flavor. Anyway, so this past week, I received my directorial debut on a short film that my father wrote and mainly directed. I just directed like 2 scenes, but listen, they're my scenes. For those of you that have known me for a while, have been on the channel for a while, you know that I've wanted to be a director since I was like 12. And it furthered my wanting to be a director when I was probably like 16 when Selma came out and I saw Ava DuVernay for the first time. And I was like, that's my mama. Literally on my Twitter, if you slide over there, you will see my Twitter header is a picture of Ava DuVernay, myself, and Layla Hathaway. Because them is my mamas and we are family, like a giant tree. Okay, oh, that was bad. That was not my best. Don't judge me from that. Anyway, so I had my directorial debut. So let me run you through the 4-5 days, honey. We're going to start with Wednesday. I spent all day Wednesday trying to pack all my materials, honey. I done took my laptop, I took my microphone and my ring light and all sorts of things because I was like, if I get half a second, I'm gonna do a video. I did not get half a second. I did not. But it was a cute thought of mine. It's like, that's sweet of you to think that, but no. Okay, so Wednesday I spent all day because I'm a terrible packer. Terrible. The world's worst, as a matter of fact. So I spent all day trying to get my things together, even though I knew for months that this day would come. So yeah, packed all my stuff. I got on the road, I want to say like 2 p.m. and drove 5 hours from my home and got to my other home. And it's 2 homes. Got to my out of town home about, it's about 7:15, something like that. Immediately hopped on a Zoom, like immediately. I hopped on it in the car as I was pulling into the neighborhood. Did the Zoom, and then I went to bed. I went to bed, honey. Because I was tired, all that driving and all of that, and I take a medicine in the evening to make me sleep. So yeah, went to bed, woke up. Now, mind you, I want you to know this about me. I wake up generally around 2 p.m. Generally, just, for myself, my body chemistry and how I work as a person, 2 p.m. is a good waking time. I did not touch waking at 2 p.m. I haven't woken up at 2 p.m. since probably Monday of last week. Today is Thursday of this week. So my body is like, girl, it's 10:30 right now. AM. Also, disregard the background. I know it's just plain white, honey. We are in the process of something. I don't know why I look so disgusted, but whatever, it's my face. So yeah, got there 7-ish, finished up the Zoom meeting around like 8:30, something like that. Went to bed. Suddenly, at about 7:45, 7:30, somewhere in there, I was being awakened to start our day. I was like, okay, cool. We went to a little coffee shop, had a little coffee, discussed how we were going to do some stuff because I did some set work. I built a casket, y'all, with my own 2 hands. It was made of cardboard. But it was actual casket size. It was the literal dimensions of a casket. And I was like, this is a sickening moment in history for me. But anyway, so we woke up, it was about 7:30, something like that. We went to the coffee shop, had a little conversation with the producer and the director. Shout out to Teresa and Steve. What do I be doing on this channel? Yeah, shout out to them. We had a little conversation, little setup, how we gonna do this, how we gonna do that, what time we doing this, what time we doing that. And this was Thursday. Thursday was the setup day. So we weren't shooting Thursday, we started shooting Friday. If you hear a dog barking, it's my neighbor dog. And neighbor dog got a lot to say. So yeah, we got up, we did some coffee, you know, a little donut. And then we got on the road to go pick up some equipment. We went to and fro Yoga and Yonder to get this equipment. And that was pretty much Thursday. Like we went all about town getting equipment. Then we went to set the equipment, not even set the equipment up, but to inventory the equipment, make sure we had everything that was needed to be had, and transporting the equipment. Shout out to I believe his name was David down at the UPS for helping us get them items in our cars. It was so much equipment. It was huge. Anyway, so shout out. And God bless David. We gave him a little tip because my word, did he work to get that stuff in that car. It was windy, it was cold, like it was crazy. So anyway, we get out of, God said, you shan't. But I must, God, I must finish the video. We get over to Teresa's and we start unpacking inventory, yada, yada, blah, 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 right? Some stuff is going wrong. I'm not really going to talk about the stuff that went wrong in this moment, but just know things were going wrong. So we take all the stuff that we have inventoried and taken out of those huge boxes and made more manageable to transport. We take it over to this little Airbnb moment that was rented for filming because the outside looked like it needed to for the film. We were trying to capture an impoverished family, a family of impoverishment. Ooh, it got away from me. So the house was a little janky. You know what I mean? It was, to be honest, it looked like a house. I could look outside right now and see a house that looked like that. Except these houses are a little bit bigger, but we live out the country, as my grandmother would say. And it's a vibe in southern rural areas. And what's funny is it's right off the highway. So it's like, why is country over here? It's right off the highway. But yeah, so the house just kind of looked like an old shabby moment. It was called the Shotgun Shack in the scripts. So it's like, okay, cool. The inside was nice. It was like, all right. So we get in there, we start unpacking equipment, building coffins, hey, setting up a wall, building a wall, honey, out of gigantic Lego blocks. The blocks are like this big and this high, and they weigh like 2 pounds a piece. And if you drop one on your foot, that's just your foot. Rest in peace to your foot. And I dropped one on my toe. So yeah, building this wall, building this casket, putting tiles on the Lego block wall to make it look like a wall, and setting up this whole moment. And we did that, mind you now, I woke up, which means the other folks woke up earlier than I did. Steve and Teresa, they woke up probably like 6. I woke up at like 7:30. I know Teresa probably woke up before 6 because she lived an hour from where Steve and I were. So she had to wake up and drive. So Teresa actually did end up going to bed at like 4 a.m. Steve took a 20-minute nap in between. I did not get a 20-minute nap. But the official sleep time, I closed my eyes at 6:15 a.m. And I know you're thinking, wow, 7:30 to 6:15, that's a long time to be awake. And I agree with you. But guess what? At 7:00, 7:00, here comes Steve. Let's wake up and start getting it ready for the the actors. The actors just gonna have to come up in here and see what's going on. They're just gonna have to know. They're just gonna have to be in here and understand this is a set. But no. So I woke up 45 minutes of sleep now. 4 or 5. 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Don't look at my nails, honey. I was on set. Honey, I had these nails, child. 2 hands of nails. I lost my nails, girl, working on this set. So you know it's official. Because one thing I'm not going to do is lose my nails, and I lost them. I didn't bring no more with me to pop a couple on. It was just ghetto. I could have went by the hair store and got me some nails if I had a moment of free time, but I didn't. I just needed a little curly. So anyway, 45 minutes of sleep. We wake up, we start moving stuff out of the way so that everybody can sit down, get ready for the scenes. We had to create a little makeup area where one of my besties, V, shout out to V, came through and beat everybody's faces, child. Everybody, they either look sickening or sick. Sickening and or sick. So I wake up and start clearing the areas and whatever. So and then we get, the cast starts coming in. It's time for makeup. So I'm somewhat assisting in the makeup. I do a face or two every now and then, but really I'm just sitting on the bed because it was 2 bedrooms. So 1 bedroom was like a lounging area where the parents of the child actors would sit and enjoy comfort and a nap. Wish that was me. While the children did their good acting. And listen, those children, wow, genuinely amazing, crazy. Shout out to Jaden and Sally. You gonna see them. You're going to see Sally. She probably gonna be on an episode of like NCIS next week. Literally, like she's probably going to be like, you just gonna be watching the TV and all of a sudden you're gonna see this little girl and it's gonna be Law and Order. She's gonna be on Law and Order like immediately. And Jaden, my goodness, he's gonna be places as well. He's so little, he's 5 and it's precious. He just, his attention span is shot, but so is mine. He's so cute. I have a cute story to share and then I'll continue on my journey. But V is they, them. So I got scared for a minute because V did Jaden's makeup and I worked on Sally's makeup. So Jaden walks into the room and looks at me doing Sally's makeup and is like, a girl is doing Sally's makeup. And I was like, okay, where are we going? Well, I'm my mama calling, child. She gonna have to wait. A girl is doing Sally's makeup, and I'm like, oh Lord, this baby, I'm gonna have to explain they, them to this baby. And he says, and they did my makeup. I was like, what? You're 5. I be trying to tell 60, 50, 30-year-olds, like, this is how you address someone. And it's 5-year-old baby. And at one point in the future, we'll get there. But Jaden walked up to V and said, hi, they. And I was like, ah! Live for it. Shout out to Jaden's parents for raising that young man correctly. That young baby. We don't know the future, but right now, young baby. I love that. But anyway, so we're doing the makeup. Everybody looked crusty because it was a crusty scene. Samantha, who played the children's mother, she coming for an Oscar. She is coming for an Oscar proud because holy haberdashery, that's an actor. Like, I wish she had had more scenes in the movie. She's kind of just in the intro scene. That's an actor. Period. I've already told her I got some things we gonna work together in the future. I got some things we working on. Shout out to her. That's a I can't say nothing else, but that's an actor, not an actor. That's an actor. So we had the scene. I'm of course not gonna spoil the movie, child, because why would I do that? But yeah, she did it. So then we had to make her look sickly, child. We had to make the kids look sickly. Everybody just looked terrible. And that was the scene with no, it wasn't. I was gonna say that's the scene with the coffin. No, it ain't. So we scooch ahead, child, to the scene with the coffin, and apparently I did a fantastic job. I was like, this coffin ain't what I want it to be. But everybody else was like, wow, what a iconic moment in history. Nobody said that, but they was like, what a good coffin. I was like, well, I did something right. Something was done right. And yeah, the children once again blew it out of the park. Out of the park. The park was blown. Just there's no more park. It was blued. So yeah, after we did those scenes in the house, we went to a place called Celebration Station. And basically just vibed for a little rock, girl, please, for a little while. Shout out to Sophia. Sophia, one of the PAs with me. Bless her heart. I love her to death. I've adopted her. She's mine now. Sophia, V, and I just kind of walked around looking like the misfits at the function. And yeah, I got me a little adult beverage, child, and V got something, and I don't think Sophia ate at all, but whatever, she was there, and that was what was important. So yeah, we just kind of walked around brooding and looking like queerdos. And yeah, we had a good time. The children, of course, got to play, and there were pictures taken and all of this. It's going to be a sickening moment in history when you see it. There was mini golf to be played. I've never played mini golf, and I did not play mini golf that day because I was walking around and with my girls brooding. And then after the celebration station, we went back to the house to shoot some exterior house scenes. And while they were shooting those exterior scenes, V was there, Sophia was there, Madison, shout out to Madison, the main character was there. There was a lizard. Somebody, I'm not gonna name names, but somebody walked in the celebration station with a lizard on their shoulder. A lizard. I make fun, but no, I think that's cool. I felt like it might have been a little bit of a health hazard at the station. But listen, you can't leave your lizard just alone. You have to take your lizard with you. So that person left the lizard in the house, and they went to get something to eat or whatever. So it's a lizard and 3 completely different individuals, but similar all in one. V, Sophia, and myself. Oh, and Madison again. What's up, Madison? And we were getting ready like to start putting the house back together because we had moved a bunch of stuff and whatever, right? Teresa's in the other room. She moves the couch ever so slightly. Now, mind you, we had moved this couch last night to set up how everything was going to be. So it shouldn't have been no problem moving this couch. There should not have been an issue. There shouldn't have. So she tilts the couch just gently, just a light scoot. And suddenly, a chihuahua runs out from under the couch into the bathroom. But wait. No, it's not a chihuahua. It's a rat. It was a giant rat, honey. A rat. It was a rat, but I thought it was a chihuahua because it was huge and it was going so fast. And I heard Teresa yelp, and I'm like, the dog barking. Who dog is this? Whose dog is this? Like, so we got a rat. V has seen a roach, so we got a rat, a roach, and a lizard. I'm standing on the furniture, giving very Tom and Jerry when they had that black mammy and she was holding up her skirt going, eek, a rat or a mouse, whatever she said. I was giving that. I was standing on atop the furniture. I was so taken aback, Lord. I was so taken aback. And Madison was making all these jokes about like about the rat. Like I was like, Madison, no, I'm afraid. And it took us a long time. And James, I forgot, James had come in, and the boys, of course, were like, child, it's a rat. It'll be fine. The rest of us, it was like, I don't know. I just don't know. Sophia wanted to go look at it. V did go in the bathroom after a long periodically time, as the girl said. After a long time, V went in there. Madison, I think Madison went in there as well. And it's just like, I'm not doing it. I won't be doing it. Y'all can do all you want to. I'm gonna be standing on top of this furniture, period. But yeah, when they went into the bathroom, it was gone. And James was saying like, yeah, there are pipes and openings, and it just, it just got in. It went through the pipes, and now I'm thinking it's in the walls. Lord, it's gonna jump out one of the the heat things in the ceiling and land on me. I was so terrified. And I had slept there overnight, and my things were in there on the floor, and Miss Rat just sauntered through like, yeah, y'all in here, but this is my house. Oh, I was taken aback. I was so taken aback. So anyway, we went home after that. Once we wrapped the exterior scene, we went home. Of course, Teresa and Steve hopped on the phone like, y'all got a rat in y'all Airbnb. And they said they would pay, give all the money back. They did not. They have not yet. So, pay my good sister back is all I can say. Y'all better pay. Anyway, yeah, so we left. Also, Deja and her boyfriend Vincent were supposed to stay. I haven't introduced Deja. She's also one of the main characters. They were supposed to stay at their house, but it's like, girl, you can't stay up in here. It's a rat in here. So they got a different, the Airbnb guy gave them a different place that was much nicer. So it was fine. It worked out all right, except pay my good sister her money back, child. Give Teresa her funds immediately. Anyway, where am I, Lord? How long? Now we 30 minutes in, child, and we just halfway through the carrying out. Really, that was the high point, the rat. After that, went home, went to sleep immediately. It was probably like 8-9 o'clock, somewhere in there. Woke up 7 something the next day, child, and we had what did we have? We had our scenes at a diner. So we all at the diner, child, outside. It's a tent. Thank God for that tent, because if it wasn't that tent, I would be burnt to a crisp, because even though I spent most of my time in the tent, I still had a sunburn across my face. Terrible. But yeah, makeup tent. I don't think I did any makeup that day, but whatever. V had it. It was had. And we shot some exterior diner scenes, and they were beautiful. They looked really good. Like, it was a moment, very much a moment. Then we did some interior diner scenes, child. We had some extras come on by, and there was a buffet, girl, a breakfast buffet. And you know what? It was a sickening moment. It was so good. It was so good, doggone it. The food was excellent. It was to die for. It's called Jackie's Ham and Eggs in Louisville, Texas. Shout out to Jackie and her ham and eggs. And shout out to, I believe his name was Tommy, the manager. Shout out, because y'all did it. And Tommy started his day at 4-something a.m. and we did not leave the premises until 10 p.m. So very long day for Tommy. but he was so gracious. Just wow, what a great guy. Anywho, so we had that food, honey. We recorded a couple interior diner scenes. I was eating. You gonna probably catch me in the background eating. And yes, shout out to that sickening moment. I did some lighting for one of the scenes in that moment. That was very fun. And then, child, we wrapped it up and went to bed. Period. At about, I probably was asleep by like 11. Wake up the next morning. Good morning. It's 7:30. How are you? And we have to get, actually it was prior to 7:30, I think. But anyway, we had to get to an office building, honey, because we had some hospital. We had to get to the hospital. So the office building was beautiful. It was, I loved it. The only problem I had with the office building, child, is that we had to put a stick and a rock in some of the doors so we could get in and out the buildings. My daddy woke up, his phone wasn't working. His phone was just completely blank, child. And yeah, so we had to talk on walkie-talkies. Thank God I had that idea. Shout out to me for being brilliant, because they had walkie-talkies for EMTs, for an EMT scene. Not, we ain't have actual EMTs, Lord. But yeah, I was like, let's just use the walkie-talkies to communicate, for the moment. And sickening moment in my mind, my brain really said, you know what, I got you today. And I think that's great. I directed for the first time. I directed the hospital scenes. Congratulations to me. Congratulations to Morgan. Congratulations to Alex. Congratulations to Arash for being the very first people I have directed in my life. Ain't God good? No, I'm very excited because, like I said, I wanted to direct since I was like a child. So here we are. I will be 28 in May, and Lord Jesus, I've done it. But yeah, it was great. It was great. So we did those scenes. I worked the lighting for that as well. And yes, pretty much yes. Where am I going now? We went across the building to the next, we went to the next building because we were working in 2 different office spaces. So I went across that way, start helping, I was gonna say start helping with the makeup. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I went over there and ate a meatball sub. That's it. I really, I do have to say there was one point at the diner where things got a little rocky between Steve and I, except Steve didn't know it. It was just rocky on my side. And I went into the car and I cried tears, but it's fine. We worked it out anyway. So yeah, I ate my meatball sub, delicious. Shout out to Teresa for the craft services. She had done did her thing all weekend. The food, delicious, I say. Yeah, so anyway, we shot a couple more scenes in the other building. I enjoyed. I enjoyed the whole process, honestly. Sophia, or Sophia, as I've taken to calling her, did a whole bunch of work. Shout out. Because wow, did she work, honey. She was taking down stuff, putting up stuff, Lord, just carrying on. I tried to take down something and I cut my finger open, Lord, just cut it up. And then the next day I tried to take something down and I bruised my other finger. It was just a disaster. It's like, I was not made for manual work. That's not who I am as a girl. That's not me. Not saying Sophia was made for manual work. I'm just saying she did it better than I did. Because wow, not for me. But anyway, yeah, Sophia did some lighting. We did an outside scene outside the office building, and yes, very, very good. Very good. I don't want to spoil anything. That's why I'm being so vague, because you do, not my water bottle in the background and my medication, child. I don't want you knowing all my business. Anyway, you know I don't care. Yeah, so we wrapped up. After that, it's like 9:30. No, it was like 8:30. We wrapped. And that was a wrap. That was the entire film. It's a short film. So it was just that. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Madison, I did his behind off. I mean, Lord Jesus, that you gonna see him on Law and Order too. They might be in the same episode. Sally and Madison might be in the same episode of Law and Order because wow, the dramatics, the drama, it was good. It was so good. Everybody was astounding. Deja, child, blew me away, honey. Literally with them cigarettes. Not Deja, but her character smoked a lot. A lot. Everybody was just Cammy. I can't even. I can't even. James, Arash, like I told you earlier, was very great. And one of the first people I got to direct. It was a sickening moment in history. Like I told you, Morgan and Greg, phenomenal. Greg, like, I almost, not Greg, Lord, Alex, who played Greg. I almost don't like Alex because of how well he played Greg. He's cool. He's very cool in person, as out of character. But it's like, I don't know. I do not know. But yeah, everybody was so amazing this past weekend. I hope I ain't missing nobody, Jesus. Y'all know my mind ain't good. Y'all know my mind ain't good. I spoke on Samantha. I spoke on Jaden and Celestina. I spoke on Laura. Girl, I almost forgot about your sister. It was very, very good. Laura hopped in at the last minute. We had a woman who was going to play her characters, who was going to play Laura's character. But even though Steve kept saying, make sure you have your vaccination cards, show me your vaccinations, email me, text me, provide your vaccination. Even I, and that's my daddy. Literally, that's my daddy. And he was around when I got my vaccines. I sent my information in. I forgot to send him that I got my booster, but he know. He's aware. Yeah, she just thought I'm not gonna send it, and we're gonna get to the last minute and no. And she got replaced. She got replaced, and who she was replaced with, Laura ate it up. She's such a fun person, and we have to work with her again. She is amazing. I feel like that's my new that's my new auntie. Like, I love her. I love her. I don't know how I forgot Laura. She was a moment. Who else, child? I spoke about Madison. I spoke about Deja. I spoke about Cammy. Cammy, girl, live for her. She be vibing. She be in her own world, and I be in my own world. And sometimes we meet back in the real world. Like, what's up? Let me see. James, child, James. That's my dog. I really feel like James is my uncle now. Who else, child? Am I forgetting somebody, Lord? Charge it to my head and not my heart. Oh, Vincent. Vincent did the voice of one of the police. I didn't get to actually see those scenes take place. But yes, for Vincent, I believe in Vincent. We had a little chat when we were doing background work. And yes, yes, for Vincent. He gets in character very quickly. And I think that's something I will never do, honey. It's going to take me a year and a half to get in character. By the time somebody sends me the script and I read it the first time, I'm going to have to start getting in character. And I will not leave my character until after the film is shot. After the love is gone. So yeah, shout out to Vincent. Who else, child? I already shouted out V. The moment. honey. The film would not have gone without V doing them faces. So Fire, I already told y'all I adopted her. She's mine now. And me, girl, the iconic moment myself, me, who did a phenomenal job. I was really a trooper. I really was waking up at all hours, not sleeping for several of those hours. And then I drove home, child, after we wrapped. We wrapped at 8:30. I was on the road by 9:30. Like 5 hours driving home. I had to stop and get me a sour pickle, honey, so I could wake up and get home. So yeah, shout out to me, because I really did my thing. Shout out to Steve, honey. He worked it hard. He wrote, directed, honey. He did his thing. Teresa very much did her thing also as well. She did everything. Everything. She did some camera work. She did some lighting work. She set up and she broke down, and she built the wall, Lord. She built the wall. It just amazing. Truly amazing. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. If I am, Lord, I am so sorry, and I will weep the moment I find out I forgot you. And I'll have to make a second video. But yeah, that was the weekend, Lord. That rat is really what stands out to me, child. It just, like, who are you and why are you here? Which is probably what the rat was asking us. Anyway, that was the weekend. Like, comment, subscribe, and all the things that those YouTubers say. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. Again, don't judge these two nails, honey. Just act like you ain't see them. Bye.